it's Sammy from Sammy's Sweet Life, and this is my Planner Stack 2026 video. I'm just going to do a quick down and dirty rundown of my 2026 planners. I have quite a few what I would consider accessory journals and notebooks and things, and I also want to talk about what worked for 2025, what didn't work for 2025, things I'm carrying over, various accessories that help me with my planner life, and a couple things that aren't quite hashed out for 2026, and also some experimental things I would like to get to, like the would be nice type of pile. And I'm going to put timestamps in this video, so I will be hopping from subject to subject. You can check the timestamps. I will organize it in a relatively organized fashion for you guys. But first up, I want to talk Planner Stack 2026. I do have quite the robust planner stack going. One of them is completely a journal, one of them is wellness, one of them is going to be my everything type planner, and I want to walk through a couple of my choices here. So first up, my like everything type of planner for chores, appointments, mom life, school schedules, all that type of stuff is going to go in my Sterling Ink A5 Complete Planner. I did get the vertical for this. Let's see if I can find a page. I put a few things in here which I'll talk about, but I ended up going vertical with this because I'm going to have this be sort of my sticker sneeze planner. I plan on possibly doing time blocking on this, but I'm going to be mostly using the daily page. I could do time blocking down here. There's the hourly down the side. Mostly going to be using this as my to-do listing, and I'll show you when I'm talking about what's been working for me. I'm just going to basically use these as daily to-do listing pages. And now there are some like note pages built into this planner as well. So we've got the weekly, you move into your days of the week, and then there's always a page or two at the end, and also near the beginning of the month there's always these like miscellaneous extra note pages mixed in, and I plan on using those for potentially goal setting or meal planning, that type of thing. So I'm going to try to combine a lot of subjects in this planner. There is a repetition page, so this page is under the 6 tab. Oh my gosh, look, 6, 7. My kids are obsessed, you know. So this is a duplicate page. It's under the 6 tab, and it's also under the 7 tab for both months. So I put an X on the ones that I just have as a free page. So I will see if I can use the pages for something else, but that's my main just everything type of planner. The monthly is just going to be our monthly schedule as far as activities, dance, going out of town, vacations, school days off, that kind of thing. So this is going to be just like my robust type planner. Now, I do not plan on using this as like my ephemera portion of Sticker Sneeze, partially because, look, this isn't even a full year, and it gets beefy when I start sticking in ephemera pieces. Granted, there is a monthly in here as well. It should be in this stack, actually, but I don't plan on using that many stickers. I just want to use the stickers on those vertical pages, and the Hobonichi cousin stickers fit in here. See, I marked this one off too because it's 12-1. Those Hobonichi cousin size stickers fit in these columns. They're 1.3 inch. So I plan on stickering up the weekly pages, but not those daily pages nearly as much. No ephemera. So I still have to have a place for that. That's one of the unknown portions of my Planner Stack 2026. So I ended up having these stickers, I think it was the November kit. They were just like self-care type stickers, and I put them down for every Sunday because I do want to implement back my spa Sunday. So there is the tiniest little bump there because I did end up getting through June. I ended up having some cute Hub and Hub Girl spa stickers I bought on Black Friday. So I went ahead and stuck those in here as well. So those are all that's in here so far on the weekly or daily pages. I haven't set up anything except the monthly pages, which, you know, this is a planner I could potentially tab, or at least like add a sticky tab so that I can see the monthlies for at least the next month, possibly the 2 next months. So there's a month I've been adding in school days. I put in my order pickup days for my cake pop home bakery business. Put in school days, dance days, travel days, all that kind of stuff, so I can see it. Doctor's appointments, dentist, all that kind of stuff. So this is just like my master monthly. It'll be my master to-do listing. I'm clammy hands on that plastic. I don't know if I'm going to keep the plastic on here or not, but I do like the idea of having a pen loop in here, and this will just be whatever fountain pen I'm using at the time. So it's just going to be my one and done major planner. I have quite a few like little accessory type planners, and some still in the works, so you can see there's lots of different ones, but I have 2 other main-ish larger scale type planners. I decided I'm going to go full out, use a huge robust planner for all of my wellness and health related things. I ended up having a lot of setbacks the last year. Let's go trigger warning here, weight discussion. I've gained a significant amount of weight over the course of some health challenges I've had this year, and I just have plain not put in the effort, not put in the time to get my fitness under control, get better eating habits back. It's just kind of like a wash year, and even the fall last year, I was falling out of the habit of a lot of things, having like minor health things, and then my shingles eye, end of December, which is about a year ago now, but I'm really going to dedicate to this. So I decided I'm going to use a full-on planner for this to help me get back into it. And this is the magnet planner. I've walked through this. It has a daily page as well. So this is going to be more like wellness stuff. I can write out my workouts. This is going to be more like journaling and personal type stuff. I can talk about body image stuff, weight stuff, workout stuff. All that stuff's going to go in here. So I'm not exactly sure how each page is going to go, but the monthly is going to be outlining my like basic idea for the month. I want to do arms and legs certain days, core certain days, rides certain days. So I'm going to outline those on the monthlies. There's also quite a bit of goal setting built into this, habit tracking. I thought this one was a really nice one to do that, but it doesn't have a couple of the pages I wanted for. Oh, I'm also going to be tracking meals and stuff. So it's got the little horizontal page. I can do like the weekly meal plan to the side and then like what I eat every day on there. It just seemed to work, but it's missing a couple of the like beginning pages that I really wanted for my workouts. I've loved using Sterling Ink workout planners in the past, so I decided I'm going to pair this with the A5 Slim Sterling Ink because I want a dedicated place for this kind of stuff. So it does have a yearly tracker in the magnet, but I wanted to track a couple of things. So I'll either track mileage and steps, or calories and macros or mileage, or my calorie workouts of the day, or color code my workouts of the day. I just wanted this particular page. I wanted these like quarterly things so I can kind of goal set in these sections. Color code, I really liked that when I was using that for 2024. That was something I did. I really enjoyed that. I just got a little bit bigger of a size. So I plan on doing that. This one doesn't have any weeklies or anything. It just has all the goal setting pages and then monthlies as well. So again, if I'm doing workouts, this could be my outlining my workout. This could be writing in my macro tracker or getting my, oh, I think I flipped past it. Like the monthlies in this one, I plan on doing potentially like what days I hit my macros, what days I got my workout in. I can give myself stickers on this one, and this one will be more like outlining my workout. Like, okay, I want this week, I've got a busy Monday or Tuesday. I have to move around my workout schedule and find a groove with that. So I'm going to outline my workouts on one, probably sticker chart on the other, track macros, food, meal prep / planning, working out, all that stuff between these two. I just wanted those extra couple of pages. I wanted the extra monthly, and I wanted a daily page to do some reflection and journaling and stuff, because it's going to be a big aspect, big energy capacity thing to really dedicate myself to this. And I wanted something that would be able to do all the things I wanted to do as far as metric tracking and all the stuff. So that is going to be all of my health, wellness, workout journey in here between the Aura Estelle Magnet Planner and then the A5 Slim Sterling Ink Monthly. So it just tucks in really nicely, and that can be kept together. This one will probably just live on my desk. So when I finish a workout, I can go write my workouts in. I decided I didn't necessarily need a spot like on a weekly spread to write in my workouts, but I did need a place to write my meals. So between this is the experimental part, between this and having an extra sidebar and a daily page, there's plenty of room to write in my full-on workout, my full-on meals, macro tracking, all the things. So I think I will find a good system with this. I will definitely keep you guys updated on this because it's going to be my main biggest goal for 2026. It's just getting my stuff together health-wise and fitness-wise. I was so proud of myself those years that I got into a fitness journey and felt like my weight was under control. My eating habits were really good. I still had whatever I wanted, but in moderation, and that's just not been something. It's like survival mode the first part of the year and a capacity, willingness, motivation thing the rest of the year. So I'm so excited about this. I want to get things under control again, get my stuff together, and this is a big part of it. So those are two of my main giant chonker planners between these two. So it's like more mom lifey, everyday stuff, and then just wellness, just focusing on health and workouts and all that stuff. So this is really just like a me planner, a self-care type thing. Just, I want to take care of myself. And now the other main big chunk of my system is this. This is the dashboard layout from Erin Condren, and I absolutely love this. I have been using this since I first got it in June/July. I started it as soon as I could start it, and I love this. I just track my orders, my custom orders, my pickup dates, my flavor menu, anything to do with my cake pop business. I like it all spread out with one spot. I also had a notebook that went along with this, which that's part of the experimental piece of my puzzle. But I love this. I use this. It keeps me on track with all my orders. I also duplicate a lot of this digitally too. Sometimes I don't necessarily use this to full capacity each week, but I love seeing my week at a glance. I know what orders are coming up. I know what I need to prep, and it's just been a lifesaver for my business to have a dedicated cake pop planner. So between these three, that's really the bulk of everything, but I have a lot of little accessory type dealios as well. So one of the little small accessory ones was the workout dedicated planner. I also have a gaming planner. I love having a gaming planner, but I'm way condensing it, which I'll show you when we talk about my actual planner stack, and I'll compare things in that. This is supposed to be my quick rundown. I'm already 12 minutes in, but I wanted to use the Tamagotchi weeks for this. I thought my other gaming planner was too big, so we're going down a little bit in size, and I think it'll work. I write out things for my video games in here, basically. Mostly video games, crocheting as well, any kind of hobby type thing aside from reading is going to go in here. I love my Nintendo Switch, and I may end up getting a Switch 2 if Animal Crossing ever releases a new edition, but they're doing a big update in January, so I will be diving into Animal Crossing a lot more. Right now I'm playing Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and I would love to get back into Stardew Valley at some point too, but Hello Kitty is just keeping me busy enough, and I think this will be enough. Just have a few quests a week, you know, writing out my little daily tasks or weekly tasks, writing in flower colors. I like the flower breeding. And so yeah, I think that'll be good. And I love how cute this one is. It's just Tamagotchi, just totally nostalgia vibes for me. And then this one is my content planner. I've already started using this. I'll show you. I mean, it's not gonna reveal too much. It does reveal some things, and we are here, and these have not gone up. Like, I'm just at full capacity with orders and stuff. You can see all these different custom orders that have been made and picked up have not gone on my actual calendar yet, but I've got a couple of things to film. This one right here, 2026 planner stack, and then I can kind of outline where it's going to go. Right now I have a 2-color system for this. I've got my cake pop short form-ish content with the like beigey color, and then with the brownish color I've got my YouTube stuff, like longer form stuff. So that is what it looks like. I have a couple of things outlined for next month. Get a different sticky note pack to try as well, but I really do like the two fit really nicely on there. So I can have a long form and a short form each day, and look, it's just like, it's all over the place. It's Christmas. It's been a really busy month, clearly. And yeah, I like this so much already. I'm just using these sticky notes for now. Just Laurel Denise, and with this, a black pen, I can outline everything that I need, and that will continue. This one goes through all of 2026. It's just a Sterling Ink monthly, and now I have a different monthly, and I'm upgrading size for this one, which is backwards from my gaming planner. I went from a TN to a weeks, and now I'm going from a weeks to a TN for my reading planner, and I really like this one. It is from Just Scribble, and it's just called Plans, and it is a monthly, but there's a lot of extra pages in the back too. See, there's pages in the back. I like all the pages are numbered. I like that you get the recap pages in between the monthlies. So here's what a month looks like. Here's what the page in between looks like. And like I said, for my reading journal, I was using a week's size planner, but it had a weekly page. I don't need a weekly page for my reading. I just really want a sticker chart and then some place to write down the books that I'm interested in. And I went ahead and stickered this up a little bit because I had some stickers. I was going through a few things and I found some like half-used sticker sheets. I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and use those up, get this decorated a little bit, and just use those stickers. So it's, you know, really a glorified sticker chart. I write in what days I've read, and then what days I finish a book, what day I start a new book. I generally speaking have a book I read and then a book I listen to. Actual book and then audiobook. I keep track of both, and I just finished Dune. I even listened to like all the extras. So I just finished it and I'm starting a different series. And so I love this. I love my reading planner, but all these little extra ones are just extras. You know, I don't have to do this. I can update this later on. It doesn't have to be something I touch every single day. Whereas these three are going to be the ones I refer back to. Like these two, touch every day. This one, refer back to a few times a week. Definitely glance at it every day. Just have that weekly spread open for the most part. And then last but not least, I have an evening journal. This is something I implemented, I think in 2024, and I really like it. So I'm just carrying it over. I love any of the Hiroko Kubota designs. In fact, my one for last year was also Hiroko Kubota, and it's just something I leave in my nightstand, and I journal when I want to, I don't when I don't want to, and I basically just use the daily pages. I was keeping track of gratitude on the monthly pages at some point, but fell off that relatively quickly. You know, with eye issues, I just didn't stick with a lot of things right off the bat, so I didn't build up habits for everything, but I do like this. If I really want to like just jot down some ideas and things, I go to this and I just flip to whatever daily page it is. It's not fully filled out, but I would like to commit a little bit better to it for 2026. So I do love this one. It just brings me joy. It's beautiful, and it does have that daily page that I can write on. And that is really it as far as Planner Stack 2026. Like 3 main focus planners: my small business, my mom life, and then my wellness. So that's the main gist. And then all these little accessories here and there as needed. Content, reading, gaming, a specific workout tracker as well. It's just minor things, and like this one's mostly journaling. So that one definitely doesn't really count as a planner. And a lot of these, you know, I'm just using as like a glorified reading sticker chart, you know? So they're just fun. They're things I love, and planner companies I really enjoy using. And so that's going to be my bulk of my planner stack. It is a lot. It looks like a lot, but I'm going to do, you know, a lot of focus on health and wellness this year. And I have a business, so I need a whole dedicated spot for that stuff. And that's it. So that's the shortest I can do for the Planner Stack 2026. And now let's rewind a little bit, talk about some 2025 hits and misses, and currently what's working for me and how some of those things are carrying over. So first up, this is my everything system right now, and this is definitely set up in a way that I put all the ephemera in here. I love the Squishmallow tags. If I get vinyls from any companies, if I get stickers, pieces of packaging, I got Taco Bell, various different things, you know. So those have been in here. It bulked it up significantly, and I didn't even start this until way later in the year. So yeah, it's just a couple sticker sneezy bits in here, not a whole lot in the front section. I think I've shown you guys this in my December stack video. And here are those circle sticky tabs that I'm using also for my content planning. I thought if I'm gonna stick to a schedule for like my long form content, these would work really nicely. And they are the transparent style, so I can see the lines through it as I'm writing if I need lines. And it did come with a black pen that works really nicely on these sticky notes. So I thought they fit really nicely if I'm gonna do like a longer form content. I can't get it off. Don't want to ruin it. But that's just my thought process. So I wanted to try out those circles. There's tons and tons of colors of these. They are Mr. Pen. And I do like they come on this little thing. So you can put it on like a washi ring or whatever if you want to. I like it was slim enough that I could slip it into the pocket, slim enough I could stick it into the front cover and just carry it around with me. So that's just in there. I've got all sorts of stickers and stuff tucked in. I've got pins tucked in. And this has worked really nicely for me just to put together a daily list. I've also been carrying over some of my Cake Pop notes because my Cake Pop notebook basically has run out. I'll show you. I've got like the last page there. That's it. So basically this one is done, but I do like having some sort of notebook situation. But right now I'm just combining it in this because I really don't want to start a new notebook in December. So I'm kind of just holding off. I also have a Franken planner where I just have a few more note pages I've also been using for Cake Pop notes, just because I don't want to start something brand new right now. Like we're right at the end of the year and I don't want to start anything new. So I'm just making it work with what I have so far. But I really enjoyed this. I like just the daily page. And Sometimes I use the whole page, sometimes I don't. So like here is a very short list. I could have used more of this page, but then I wanted a fresh page for the next page. So sometimes I do 2 on a page, sometimes I don't. And that's where having the daily page, they may not line up exactly for daily pages. And especially if I'm going to do like to-do listing on the weekends, but I want an extra 2-page spread per week in my complete planner, this one, the Mom Life Everything Planner, I may adjust things a little bit and not use a dedicated daily page every single day. But right now, this is what's working. I just like having a down and dirty to-do list. I like having all my accessories and stuff together, all my pens and things. I even have been slipping this in this pocket as well sometimes. Just really nice. I can carry this one on the go, even though it's a big chunky thing, but I don't want my everyday planner to get this chunked up. Like this is only a few months in this because of all that ephemera, it chunks it up. So I will have to have some other place for that, which is one of the experimental things we'll talk about in a different section. And now I also have an evening journal, and it's not fluffed up. It's just literally pen and paper. That's it. Just use it when I want to. Don't use it when I don't feel like it. I also have my reading journal, and I have this right now in one of the Ultimate Planner Folios from Erin Condren. And I really like this. I have some stickers in here for my sticker chart. I've got a pen and a highlighter, and I just don't fill out these pages as much. Sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm obsessed with this. I have things to talk about, and I have not used this in a really long time. The last page that's marked is in May, and it wasn't even used. Look, like, there's weeks that I don't even touch that. So I don't know. I definitely didn't need the weekly portion of the pages. I have a few pages in the back used, but not a whole lot. Like I talk about the books sometimes. Sometimes I don't. A lot of times I don't. I haven't even updated this list, even though I think I just finished 31 books. I finished all of these books. But really, I just want the monthly pages. Here's a look. I haven't filled it out this week, but this is something I come back to. I did end up finishing The Road to Dune, so I have to mark that I finished it last night. But this is just what it looks like. I write in when I finish a book and start a new book. I stick in whatever stickers I happen to have. They did follow the Husband and Chub Girl monthly kits somewhat, but I didn't get all of those. So, like this was Use What I Got month. This was Use What I Got month. This one I did end up getting, so it's the theme for that particular month. Theme for that month. Theme for that month, and then I stopped getting them for a while somewhere. So I'm carrying over, just using up some random stickers. I do have numbers, so when I finished up the book, I had the numbers, but they only go to 31 because it's calendar numbers. So that was literally the last one I had. So I do need to find a better like numbering sticker, but like here's like a little sampler I had. It's just using up random stickers. These are so old. These ones I got, I think when Olivia was a baby, and she is 10. So they've been in there forever. Like just use up what I've got, give myself a sticker every day and write down what books. That's basically all I need. So I'm got plenty of room here for that job. I didn't need the weekly pages. I don't need all the notes in the back, although I love the way this one looks and it's very storybook-esque. Just keep one pen with it. I don't even hardly use the highlighter, so I feel like I could just tuck one sticker sheet in the front here and then be done. Like a sticker sheet, use whatever pen I have. Here I have a dedicated pen, but I may not, or I might just go black pen, make it easy, since my content planner is also just black pen. But yeah, really love this. I've loved having a sticker every day that I read, which is pretty much every day. I think I missed like one day this year. Otherwise, I've given myself a sticker every day, and I really like that. Now for gaming, this is the opposite one where I got a big, bulky gaming planner. It is a TN size, and it is one for a page a day. I put Godzilla on there. Hopefully you can see. It's in a shiny thing, but it's vinyled with Godzilla because there was a special edition Weeks Godzilla planner, and it was only available in Japan, and I saw I could get it on eBay for like $100, and I was like, no, I'm gonna make my own, get the size I want for my gaming planner. I really like these charts for all of the colors of flowers in Hello Kitty Island Adventure. I write out how I plot out my flowers sometimes. I write out all of my, like when I'm getting visitors, what cabins they're in, all the little goals sections. So I do quite a bit of writing, but I don't do a ton. Like, let's see where I am. For the number pages, oh, I don't know, I was doing something with Stella on this page. For the number pages, I'm at 156. And a lot of these I wouldn't necessarily have to do for everything. So I do need my sticker charts. And then on the monthlies, I was doing something super cute in the beginning, like keeping track of all my hobbies. And then I started my bakery business. I also just had shingles, didn't feel like keeping up with it, but I really like the way my first couple months look. There's December and January. I may end up bringing something like this back again, because I really do like it. But yeah, didn't use the monthlies to the full advantage, didn't even use the weeklies all that much. And now I'm using the weeklies to track all my goals. So these are all the little quests and things. And so I've been doing that. There's my page. I'm just kind of going whatever page is next, you know? So I don't have to necessarily have a weekly page for that. I don't need tons and tons of room for my gaming stuff. Let's see if I can get this back on. I don't necessarily need a page, like a page a day in the back. I don't need this much space for it because a lot of my stuff is just like list making stuff. So I feel like I can get away with just the week's planner in this aspect because I don't need all the stuff. So I will try it out. If I need more space, I can always like go back and use the rest of these pages if I need more space for things. Anyway, and I really seriously considered just staying in this one until it was all the way finished because I do have my sticker charts in here, but I kind of want a fresh start for 2026. So I may end up putting my sticker charts across 2 pages somehow and recopying them all over. But for now, I don't know exactly. But I really like this one. I just wanted to use it. Basically, I wanted something fresh. I wanted something smaller, and I'm going to figure out how to use this one. I may end up going back if I find it's too small, but I don't really do a ton of stickering or anything in this, so I feel like this size is probably really good for that gaming. I probably will keep track of podcasts and stuff in there as well. And now I have been doing one thing this year that's worked out sort of well and sort of not well. So this is a B6 size, and this is an Aura Estelle. I recovered this with just a vinyl cover, and it is the planner that I really liked that had a daily page. There's like a tiny weekly overview bit. There's the monthlies scattered in, but I really like these daily pages. So for 2024, last year, I was using this as just like a morning page type of journal. Didn't hit every day, especially on the weekends. Didn't hit weekends, didn't hit school holidays. It's just like I sit when my kids are eating breakfast, write down a couple of thoughts for the day, have tons of space still left in this. So for 2025, I'm like, I'm gonna start from the beginning and fill up every page. And that's how far I got. I didn't do it, again, didn't do it on the weekends, don't do school holidays, but all these pages are journaled and filled up to that point. So I still have half of the book left. I'm gonna continue this on just because I need some spot for a morning page. I anticipate that I will get through this in the next year. It's like a 3-year process. I anticipate I will finish it off. But if I do, I'll have other things I can repurpose. But for now, this is gonna stay just as like a little morning journal. I write in it some days I don't. I don't put pressure on myself for this one. And I have a previous evening journal. This is a Hemlock and Oak Daily from 2024. And I thought if I needed more space, like this one has a daily page. Let's back up a minute. These both live in my nightstand, and this was my one for 2025. And I thought, if I need more than one page, I can go to this one. And that's happened a few times where I'm just like, oh, I have so much I need to get off my chest. And I pull out the second book, write a page or two in here, and I'm done, I'm good. But neither one of these are completely full. Just there's blanks. And again, I don't put pressure on myself. I'm like, I have to journal a page a day or 2 pages a day or whatever. I'm just morning, have some thoughts, write them down. Evening, if I have some thoughts, I write them down. And so these are going to be my carryover pieces for if I'm done with this or I happen to have more than one evening page thought. So I'll probably keep this one in my nightstand and then have this one as a reserve for when this one runs out completely, and then move on to this one if this one happens to run out completely. It's just reusing what I have, and I'm not going to keep these. It's not something that I'm going to like put in a keepsake box and sit on the shelf and refer back to. It's just free form, getting my stuff off my brain. And so I don't have a problem with it being like, this is 2024, it's got some 2025 dates, it's gonna have some 2026 dates, it may even carry over to 2027. It just doesn't bother me at all whatsoever. So this has worked really well for me for the morning journal. I just keep a pen that I like change out the ink here and there. I don't think I even date the top of the pages at this point. I was for a while, but I don't even care to put a date at the top of the page. It's just when this one fills up, I'll shred it or recycle it or whatever, move on to this one, potentially move on to this one, or this one can still be in my nightstand to be like a carryover for this one. It's just all over the place, and I'm not concerned about it. That's one of the things where I'm just using the page that I have, and I'm not stressing about, oh, this one says 2025, I can only use it in 2025. This is like my no pressure journaling situation. So I've got my one I'm gonna just keep on for the 3rd year, and then if it runs out, I can move on to the other ones that still have pages left in them. So it's kind of a weird journaling system, but I just don't put pressure on myself for that. It's just one of those things where like, I just can't be bothered to be like, oh, I need to fill out my page every single day or every single night. I just can't. I can't. I don't have the capacity to put that much energy into it. Just like, write when I want to write a paragraph one day, write 3 pages one other day. It's just low stakes, you know? So that's going to be something I carry on for next year. I'm not sure where I'm going to stick this, probably in my planner stack. They're just carryovers. These are both ink journals. So this one, I just end up, at some point I was swatching them, swatching my inks and writing in my pens. I was changing them out pretty regularly, but now I haven't been. I've just been kind of sticking with the same pens until it's empty and then sticking in more. And I took some of my like smaller samples and combined them. So this is a combination of a couple of different pinks, a combination of a couple of different purpley type colors. And I really have liked being able to use up like the tiniest last bits of samples and making my own color blends just because I'm wanting to use up the last little ink samples. And so these are also mixes in here. So it's like my pen runs out, it's kind of a purpley ink. I'm going to use up a couple of teeny tiny purpley ink samples. And that's been going really well. I haven't been keeping track of what months or anything. It's just kind of fill it up as I go. And I've cleaned out a few here and there just to switch the colors, but for the most part, I'm just kind of using the pen till it runs out, filling it up again. And then this one's just my Down and Dirty ink sample. I got a bunch of inks from Van Ness recently. I don't even think I did that haul video yet. I will at some point, but I got a ton of them. And this is how I'm setting up the pages. Oh my gosh, what is it? I can't think of it. I'll link to it from Amazon. B-roll something. I want to say B-roll. I know it's not B-roll. Speedball, B-nib something. It's a really big ball end of a nib, and you just dip it in the ink. So I was trying that for these like bigger ones. I also have a drip on here and then writing with an actual dip pen. And this one I threw away. It was terrible. But that way I can see like big picture what each ink looks like, and I'll flip through this one, document my inks and changes in pens in this one, and together that makes up my ink fun. And I, again, haven't been doing a ton of stickers, also haven't been doing a ton of ink stuff. Ink switching, experimenting. I basically just fill up the pens as I run out of ink in the pens. So that's another part of my planner stack that just kind of sits on my desk, and when I have some sort of ink to put in here, it goes in here, and that's about it. I refer back to it as needed, and that's it. It just lives on my desk pretty much. Okay, so let's talk a couple of accessories that I have really, really liked, and then we'll move on to some would be nice / experimental things. So first up, I have this giant A5 folio from Erin Condren. I chonked this thing up. I ended up getting new stickers to put in here, and this is just my immediate sticker book. I have other storage solutions for various things, but this is just like immediate. Like these stickers are stickers I want to use up at some point. I got some sticky notes. I got more sticky notes in the back, the little bread cue ones. I've got my ruler for washi tape cutting. And it's just stickers. So ones that are more recent, like December and stuff, are in here. I got my November ones still in here, some fall ones. I need to redo this because I do have other stickers. Some stickers I just like to use up. More December things. These are more things I use for baking and cake topping. So I keep a couple of different cute food collections in here. And I don't know that I have much in the back right now. A note, other stickers. So these are more like cozy hobby self-care type stickers I put in this back one. A note from my kid. But it's just where I go to for my stickers. And like I said, I haven't done a whole lot of sticker sneeze type stuff. So I haven't really used a lot of this for December. It's just in here. I didn't use a ton in November as well. So it's just in here for using And I got more stickers. So some of these page protectors come with the Hubman and Chub Girl kits. You can also buy their page protectors, but I just buy cheapy ones off Amazon as well. So for like these random one-off collections, like this is the K-pop Demon Hunter version that Hubman and Chub Girl made. And so all of it's just tucked in here. And it's super cute. This is the January kit, so I'll stick that in here. I've got some gaming ones I got for Black Friday. Also, there's Utopia version. So I've got these. I'll put them in my longer term storage or in here to use relatively soon. Also, I got quite a few like different freebie packs and things from various companies. So I have those in here to use as well. So I'll just rotate stickers out month to month in here. And I do want to be better about using my stickers. I haven't used a ton this last year. And so I want to get better about my sticker sneeze page looking cute and sprinkling them in here and there as well. But I love this. This helps me when I want to find my stickers. When I was doing sticker sneeze, this was a good system for me to have. And so I will end up rotating these out and getting it ready for January since we're getting to the end of December. That's a big accessory I love. I will link to those folios from Erin Condren. They change out the designs of those and I just love that one. Also, this one is Erin Condren. I'll link to that one too. I might put my gaming planner in this one instead since my gaming planner is going to be a week's size. And then a couple of other accessories I have been really enjoying. I switched pouches. So this is a Laurel Denise pouch, and when I went to pick it up for this video, I looked inside and I'll show you, I have not really touched this in a long time because I have my pins that I've been using stuck to the books that I've been using, or I have a couple pins out on my desk. So I have the April washi in here, and I stuck the May washi in here with the intention of taking the stickers off and doing a sampler in my sticker sneeze planner, which is something that I like to do every month. I'll find the most recent one. I put in the, I think the November. I haven't put the December in because it just came. Let's see, I'm looking for it. It's like, that's something I put in my sticker sneeze planner. Here's the Christmas one. So look, I do that. I take one of the stickers off and then I do a little swatch of the washi. If I get Coffee Monsters Co. things, I stick it in there. The Labubu cards are in there. I didn't even do that for the May washi. It's still in this pouch. That's how much I have used this pouch because I ended up getting a different Laurel Denise pouch, which I've been using. I also have a Hubman and Chub Girl pouch I really like as well. And then also I got this donkey one, and this is the one I've been using the most. I got a few pins in here. I got my tweezers, a black pen, a little bit of washi on a washi sampler card. I set that up for our vacations and never used it, so I really do need to use it. And then all the like miscellaneous random time blocking type stickers. I've got lots of these icon stickers that I bought with every intention of using, and then, you know, this whole year's been kind of a wash, but I've got all the different subjects and things on here. So I definitely want to get better about my sticker sneeze planner, making it cutesy, using the stickers and having a lot of fun with it. I just have been very strictly functional planning since starting my cake pop business, especially. It's just like, I do functional planning. I don't dip into the stickers or highlighters or dot pins or the colorful cutesy stuff nearly as much. You know, my pages, well, I do put the ephemera in. My pages are just pen. Like, look, this was like a busy time where I just literally wrote in what I had going on. A new pen set I got, like, it's strictly pen, and that's it on here. I put in some stickers here and there, but not making it cutesy, not using the weekly spread and making the weekly spread cutesy. So I want to be better about that for 2026 again, because it's one of my fun things. And definitely if I can like make it into a video, like a plan with me, then I'll be more likely to be motivated to do it. Whereas like, if I'm just sitting around the house, I'm like, oh, I don't really want to use all my stickers right now. I find other things to do with my time instead of spending that time and making my page look really cute and pretty. So it's just been strictly pen to paper, fountain pen, TRP, that's it. And so I really want to get better about using my stickers and accessories and stuff and making it cute and fun. Okay, I think that covers all of my fun accessories and things. I want to talk about one major fail for the year, which makes zero sense. My main planner fail of 2025 was the Moxie Life. So I started the year trying to stick with this as much as I can, and it really did help me get through some of those really tough weeks in the beginning of my shingles. Just like writing out one daily win. This one I had 2 daily wins, but I did this for a teeny tiny bit of time. I did some weekly reflections. I did not stick with it. I'm just like week after week where I don't really have much to plan because I'm supposed to be on eye rest and not use my eye very much. I just didn't get into it. I totally fell out of the habit of it. I was kind of a fail for 2025. I experimented in the past with frankenplanning the Moxie Life system into something else. I've done quite a few videos of like, how do I use the Moxie Life system in a different planner? And that's going to be part of what 2026 is going to encompass as well. I want to get back into the habit of using it like every week, sitting down, setting up my sticker sneeze page in here, writing out my week. I'll write out some of my fitness stuff and also doing my goal setting stuff. So it's going to have to be something I build in. I'm going to have to set reminders for myself because I'm so out of practice of all of these just wellness, health, goal setting type things. So I plan on probably using the 2026 at first, but I probably will combine it and stick it in a different form in some fashion because I just really don't want the weekly pages. I don't need the weekly spread at all. I just need these 2 pages, reflection and weekly action page. And I can paste these into a different planner. I can write them in myself. There's lots of options. I've tried various things over the course of the last few years, just experimenting with it. My other thought for the Moxie Life system is going digital, and that is something I'm totally into. I put in custom orders, like I make them kind of an inspiration board and send it to people for approval if they want to see like exactly what they're gonna get. I do that. A lot of my custom orders, honestly, they're like, I trust you. They don't have anything like specific in mind. I have 2 types pretty much of clients where one is gonna be like, okay, I really want this specific design in my whatever theme. Like let's say a Spider-Man set. They sent me a bunch of inspiration and I put together a cohesive spread for them. I don't even know if this thing has batteries right now, honestly. I don't use it all that much. But things like that where it's like, okay, I'm gonna do 6 edible image Spider-Man, I'm gonna do this many drizzles, and show them everything. They approve it, they tweak it as needed, they approve it, and then that's what I make. Okay, like here, this is an example. Here's a Spider-Man set I did. I'm pulling from the example photos they sent me. And it died. So you can pause it. But I do that kind of thing where I'm like, okay, we're going to do 6 of these, 4 of these. And then I have other customers that are just like, okay, this is the theme. Here's the invitation. I trust your creative process completely. Just make it match our theme or whatever. Or they're like, their favorite color is pink. Do what you want to do, you know? So I have those 2 lines. And I use the digital, it's GoodNotes that I use on here with the Apple Pencil. I create some graphics and then send it over to them. But I could also do the digital planning that way because Moxie Life has all of the things digitally and I could do that as well. So that's something I want to experiment with for 2026. I'm not committing to strictly using the Moxie Life book, but I am going to try to incorporate in more goal setting this year. And again, I'm trying not to add any pressure because I'm like, I'm running a brand new business. I've got 2 kids in school. I help out sometimes with the PTA. I help out sometimes with their classrooms. Like this year I'm room mom in both of their classrooms. And so I've got a lot going on besides just myself, like turning inward. And I'm already going to be committing so much, just getting my wellness stuff in check that I'm not committing to this. I don't know that I'm going to go 8 categories fully, but it's going to be something kind of on the back burner where I'm still thinking about it. I still want to incorporate in, especially that concept of weekly reflection and weekly action. Is it going to be completely Moxie Life? I don't know. It may be. It might live on my desk. I might go into the 2026 version every single week. I don't know yet at this point. I'm not committing to that yet because it seems like right now I'm committing to so much stuff that I haven't been doing all that well. So I feel like between this one and the complete planner, I can incorporate in some goal setting pages and get rid of this physical thing completely or just put it digitally. That's an experimental thing. And now another experimental piece of this puzzle is my notebook. I ended up finishing up the notebook. Like I said, I moved things around. I finished up my Cake Pop first notebook. It's just a dot grid from Hubbin & Chub Girl. I love their notebooks. I may end up going into another Hubbin & Chub Girl notebook, but I have other options for that. And I thought potentially TN size for this. So I could do A5 dot grid again, which is a perfectly viable option. I've got tons of these from Hubbin & Chub Girl and other companies. I also could incorporate in a TN size. So I've got a couple of different options for this. And this one may end up being a different experimental option, but I just have a bunch of different ones that I can use in that capacity. I just need some place to be like, okay, I mapped out here where I'm going to do 6 Spider-Man edible images for an order. So here I literally write out 6 Spider-Man heads, 4 purple drizzles or whatever color it is. Like write out the list of each thing, and then I leave this open when I'm making things. I also do my recipe planning in here. So I'll have this open as I'm tweaking a recipe, and I'll write in all the ingredients that I ended up using for that recipe. And so it's just a very helpful piece of the puzzle. And I don't know what version I'm going to have for that. Maybe another A5, I don't know. So that's an experimental piece. The other experimental piece for me is going to be Japanese practice. I've been using Duolingo, and I know like Duolingo is not the best, most perfect way to learn a language, but it's easy, digestible chunks, but I need to do some writing practice. So between all this, again, could be just a notebook, could be a full-on planner, and this is where I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to commit to a full-on planner, but I've got a brand new horizontal that would be a great Japanese practice. Just write out a couple of words a day. I can practice more on the page. I've got a little bit of pages in the back I could use for more practice. And so if I want a full-on one spot that has the days on it, I could totally use this Wonderland 222. I could also save it for a different year. I'm not exactly sure. Again, not 100% committing to anything. I also have a few planners I can totally repurpose for my Japanese practice. Now this one is a horizontal, no, this one is a vertical. I have used some of it, but I could totally do some Japanese practice. And here I have a horizontal that I've used just pieces of. This is an A5 sterling ink horizontal. We're too far into it. I've used it somewhat here and there, and I switched to other things, but this could totally be Japanese practice. Repurpose it or ignore the numbers altogether and use it for my writing. I have it in the Moomin cover, which is super cute. I also could just go notebook, TN size notebook. It could be done. I also have this one, which again, like, I don't know that I necessarily need something that's dated for 2026, but this one was my, what I was calling my meta planner, my planner planner, where I'm just like writing out what planners I'm actually using, doing planner research. I used like 2 weeks of this. Yeah, 2 weeks, a couple of notes in the back, never touched it again. So this could totally turn into my Japanese practice. Just again, repurposing the days with different stickers or just ignoring the days outright and being like, okay, this is going to be my week 1 and just start from scratch. And you can see this one had a lot of bleed through. Didn't need a planner because I just didn't do a whole lot of planning for 2025, to be honest. It's like I was struggle busing most of the year, but I could totally make this my Japanese practice. It's totally fine. There's very few pages actually used, so I'm definitely leaning more towards repurposing one of these versus starting something entirely new. But I do like the idea of it being fresh and new and having the dates on it already and being able to play with another pretty planner. So again, going back and forth, could be any number of these. It's still up in the air. And then also, last but not least, I need someplace for all the ephemera. And I hate chunking up the planner I'm actually using because it made it really hard to use. And I know because of how much I want to use this complete planner, I don't want it chunking up like this. It's also a hardcover, so it's going to be even more rigid than one of these floppy planners. So I need someplace for ephemera. And I'm definitely leaning towards repurposing one of these guys for that purpose. Just, you know, adding the ephemera, adding in some journaling here and there if I want to. But these two I barely touched all year. So this one actually was 2024. So both of these are great options for that. I may start in one and then switch over to the next one depending on how chunky it gets. And yeah, so I definitely am going to have one of these be my more ephemera type thing, but not necessarily what I'm calling a sticker sneeze planner anymore, since those weekly sticker pages are going to end up in my complete planner. I've got a couple more experimental type things that I'm going to be trying out at some point in the year potentially. Is disc bound. So I have tons of disc accessories and things. I have a lot of inkwell press stuff. This one actually is one I wouldn't recommend. It ended up being faulty and they sent me a replacement. Actually let me pick a different cover because of this one being so weird. I just actually use it for storing other things, but the whole thing's like coming apart. But they have some really nice like vegan leather ones in the past that have been really nice and hold up great. I want to do some more disc bound things. So that can also go with the Moxie Life system where I can try to disc bind some things. And I did some experimenting with this. So I have an Erin Condren lined page that I just cut and punched in. I also have the dashboard layout here. So it's just a week I was kind of plotting out and experimenting with. Clearly didn't use it. It ends up blocking a little bit, but not a whole lot. Also punched in a Moxie Life page, just an older one from 2025 I didn't end up using. And it really honestly doesn't block that much. So I'm interested potentially in franken planning, disc binding, a couple of things in here, but I'm not committing to anything yet. Again, experimental phase. I may end up going with this at some point. I also, before I get to that one, I have a cover that I really like. It's from Live Love Posh, and I got this at Go Wild 2024. So I didn't use it yet. It's still in the package, and it's just beautiful. Look at it. It's a little croc, pink, got the little clip, pin holder. And so if I do disc bound, I will end up using this cover for all my disc bound stuff. And one of the reasons I thought about this was because I just don't love having the Moxie Life giant thing. I don't want to frankenplan a bunch of stuff. And so I thought that would work really nicely. And then I also joined it's a quarterly cookie cutter subscription. So they came with a planner. That's what pushed me over the edge to join. They have a disc bound planner. This is the Cookie Artist Planner for 2026. It's super cute. It came with a pack of stickers and sticky notes and little like disc punched memo pages you can stick in here. And it's from the Flower Box. I did join their quarterly. I got their December kit, and then I'll get another kit in March. And I've also signed up for a couple of online cookie classes, like cookie decorating, cookie skills classes, because I want to play around with it. This is something I've always wanted to do. We always do royal icing cookies at Christmas, but it's not like this, like actual pretty, beautiful cookies. I've never done anything like this, you know? So I just want to take the classes and learn and be able to incorporate some of those skills into my business as well. And so this is just kind of like an enrichment hobby type thing. And this is quarterly, so I'm not committing to a ton, but I love sugar cookies. I have a really good sugar cookie recipe, and I made some Christmas sugar cookie kits, and I've made sugar cookies for various events, and I've gotten just such rave reviews about the cookies that I make, so I definitely want to incorporate that in as part of my home bakery business at some point, but right now I just want to do the thing. I just want to learn. And this is so cute, guys. Look how cute it is. And so this is going to be just one of my little hobbies, and I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it, but definitely want to learn more techniques because I can incorporate these in with some of my cake pop stuff. I've already done some royal icing on cake pops, but I also just want to have cookies on my menu. I've had tons of people ask for cupcakes and sugar cookies. Those are the two biggest requests I get from things that I don't actually make right now. So I plan on being able to incorporate a little bit, but I don't plan on getting like this good, and I don't want my whole focus to be this because it does take a lot of time and effort, and I don't know that I want to sell a lot of sugar cookies, but I definitely would like to incorporate in some sugar cookies. But this planner is so cute. It's got a month overview page, the monthly calendar, your weekly page, it has a to-do list on it. It's just so cute. It's pink, it's sprinkly, and I'm like, oh, this pushes me over the edge. I want this planner. All right, it's got like sprinkles right there. And then you go to the end of the month and you get that month dashboard page. So it's going to be something, I probably won't use all of these pages, but when I'm planning out what I'm going to be doing for sugar cookie fun and hobby fun, it's going to go in here. So I just think it's super cute. I watched some of their videos on YouTube for the longest time, and I'm like, oh, I'm just going to do it. They have a planner, they have a quarterly thing that doesn't seem very intensive, you know, it's like 5 or so cookie cutters for a whole entire quarter. And so I feel like that's a manageable amount. And I have other online cookie classes I've signed up for, and they're just do them on your own time. So I've just got to find the time to play around with these. Like one of the things about having a content planner is on my busy weeks, I forget to post content, you know? I'm like, oh, this busy week, I'm swamped. I forget to even post content. I've got all these orders backed up that I can put in the little short form content. Another one of those things is on those slow weeks, I can plan out more short form content, get it pre-scheduled or have a game plan. And I can also do my cookie decorating on those slower weeks. So that's something I want to incorporate in. It's just having a little bit of fun with it and getting in my short form content type things. I already set up January. to add in my tiny pop things, and then This one's a new one that I'm not telling you guys yet, but this one's my Pop Culture Pops. I got another one right here. Slower weeks, I'm gonna batch film that type of stuff. Slower weeks, I'm gonna work on some cookie decorating. And when I was making my last order for sugar cookie kits, I ended up punching out a ton. So I punched out the whole set of the cookies for their class and then a couple of batches of other cookies for various other online classes, and I froze them. So I have the cookies already ready for when I'm ready to dive in. That made a big prep step done for, gosh, I think I did like 5 different class worth of cookies. So I've got tons of cookies already prepped. I just have to prep some royal icing and then I can get going on that. It's just one of my little passion, fun, hobby type things, which will also enhance my home bakery business. So I think that'll be a fun one to dive into. There is a look at various things. I still have quite a few little things up in the air. The bulk of my planner stack is a 3 planner system, which sounds silly, but I am incorporating in a lot more wellness and fitness this year. You know, it's a big goal. It's a big capacity thing. And so I wanted my planner to reflect how important of a goal slash priority it's going to be this year. So I've got these 3, and that's really my main planner stack, is these 3 planners. So business, wellness, mom life, and that covers all bases. And then I have my little accessories here and there because I just like having my little accessories as well. But I think this is it, guys. The main bulk is right here and I'm so excited about it. I really like carrying on some of the planners that have worked really nicely for me, like my reading planner, my gaming planner, just tweaking things here and there for those little accessory planners. And I hope you guys like this very, very long video. My voice is totally ready to be done with this, so I hope you guys liked it. Be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Let me know what you are using for your planners for 2025. I really thought potentially about switching to this one for my wellness because it does have the same kind of like horizontal type spread. But I think I want the daily pages, especially because of how much of an energy expenditure it's going to be and how hard it's going to be to get back into it. I've done a few workouts here and there and I was like, wow, I'm starting completely from scratch. And so I really wanted those daily pages, especially in the beginning of the year, to really help me stay motivated and stay on track. So I'm going with the bigger one and committing to the bigger one. So I'm very excited. Anyway, I would love to hear what you're using, what different subjects you're using. Are you using an all-in-one type planner? I'm using this one for a lot more subjects. I think I'm going to end up putting my goal setting stuff in here as well. So I really like the idea of having these ones and we'll see how it goes. I definitely want to do more plan with me's, more planner type videos. Once I get a handle on some of the fitness stuff, I will talk about it more on this channel as well. I definitely want to get in front of the camera a lot more than I did this year. You know, this year started off really rough and then it was busy. It was a busy year. A lot happened this year and I definitely want to get more in front of the camera for you guys again at some point. But like right now, I have no makeup on. I'm wearing my glasses. So I also have 3-day hair right now. So it's like clipped up. Like I'm not camera ready a lot of my days, you know? So I definitely will have to put in a little more effort in that department for you guys. But I hope you guys are well. I hope your 2026 gets off to a great start. I'll try to get this posted very soon for you guys, even though it's going to be a bear to edit all of this down. But I really just wanted to check in, let you guys know how my planner life is going. And I feel like I'm super productive. You know, I'm running my business. I just hit 2,500 cake pops sold. I've kept track all year long since I started in April, and I hit 2,500 for the end of the year. And I'm so proud of myself. It's been such a dream of mine to do this, and I really am so happy. I'm trying not to get choked up because I'm so thankful for how many of my friends have become my biggest cheerleaders. And of course, Johnny has been a huge cheerleader, and it's just been so fun and great. I just kind of I cannot believe I hit 2,500, and that's how many I've sold. That is not how many I've made. I've made tons and tons more than that, just hundreds and hundreds more than that. Just like giving them away to people, running different events, doing my Pops of Thanks, which is like a pay it forward, pop it forward type thing. So yeah, I've made a ton of cake pops. I just have not kept track of those ones, just the ones I've actually sold. So happy with how my business is going and just, you know, trucking along and really trying to incorporate a little more balance and like getting my stuff together as far as health and wellness. So I hope you guys enjoyed this very long video. So Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all the things. I hope you have a lot of good holiday fun, and I will catch you next time. It'll be probably in 2026 for my next video. Have a great day, guys. Bye.